Welcome back to it once again. This is you could call it the season 2 finale because we're on episode 50 now. That's kind of a cool fucking milestone. We're getting there a little bit later than I wanted to. If you've listened to the last couple episodes, I've talked about kind of my shortcomings with uploading when I want to upload. I also mentioned that I'm moving in less than 2 months by now. And, I'll be real, shit's been fucking hectic and everything, just trying to make time for just everything. There's just a lot of shit going on, is what it is. I think it's just being a fucking adult, personally. That's probably just all that it is. I'm about to be 25, by the way. And this episode is about a much more successful 25-year-old than myself, Mason Miller, the closer on the Oakland Athletics, who I've made a couple episodes about just because I've got an interest in their situation and everything. But Mason Miller, this dude throws 103 miles a fucking hour, and I'll get into it a little bit more in a second. But yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna have to move the fucking cats wanting out. Reba, you are big as a house. I just watched that fat ass cat try to squeeze through the gap of the door there. That was painful. That took her a second. But I think we're gonna be uploading these on Mondays for at least the near future. Because I've been trying to make Fridays work, and I had a really good streak where I would make it work, and I had a lot of fun, recording them on Friday, and a lot of times I would prefer to record them on Thursday and have it up early on Friday, but that wasn't always accomplished, and so it's a game of adjustments, I suppose. So you'll notice that this episode was released on Monday, April 29th, along with the Bullpen League episode 4. And yeah, that means that, every other week there'll be 2 episodes released at the same time. Because the Bullpen League was already scheduled to come out every other Monday. And again, episode 4 on that is out. I just recorded that, and now I'm recording episode 50. So it's good times over here. I'm enjoying this show. I always am, and if you're listening, I do appreciate it. But yeah, just figured I'd give you that update. We're gonna try that, and if it ends up not being the move, it's not the move. But right now, it's the Voove. So Mason Miller. Let me shut my door because the fucking cat opened it. Yeah, again, he is 25 years old. His fastball is 103 miles an hour. I think that's what he's topped out at so far. He's got a nasty slider at 87, and he's thrown a changeup like twice for 92 miles an hour. So this dude is an absolute menace on the mound. And let me look up what Oakland's record is. But I've talked about it before, how big of a deal it is to have a good closer and know that you can nail down a game in the 9th inning. When a team has 3 outs and they're throwing everything they can at you to win a 1-run, 2-run, 3-run game, and you've got a guy who can throw 103 and shut that shit down, it helps you win games. And, the A's, they are 12-17 currently. I think they just won a series. I don't remember. They were playing Baltimore. I think they won 2 out of 3 from Baltimore. Yeah, because yeah, it looks like I've got it written down here on April 26th, which I think might have been Friday. Was it Friday? I don't fucking know. Let's see. Yeah, it was Friday. Good job, Adam. You know stuff. But yeah, on the 26th, he got a save versus Baltimore. He struck out Gunnar Henderson, I'm pretty sure. And then the day before that, I got to watch him get a 4-out save versus the Yankees, and he struck out Juan Soto. And in a game before that, I think he struck out Judge. So he is just a fucking menace. and he's on a team that, nobody is really going to give a shit about. I mean, right now they are in the middle of the West, the AL West. They're in the middle of that, and right now it's not that competitive of a division. Seattle's 15-13, Texas is 15-14, but they're going to get a lot fucking better. A's are 12-17. I mean, the Astros are fucking 9-19. They are not good so far. They might be doing a 23 Cardinals. They're on 2023 Cardinals watch for sure. And Mason Miller so far, he's got, I can't believe, I didn't write down how many saves he's got. I can't believe that. That's the stat that I think is the, most significant. So, but he's thrown 12 and a third innings. He struck out 25 hitters in that time, by the way. That's absurd. His ERA is 1.49. That's pretty fucking good. And he just looks damn near unhittable. He's got 7 saves so far. So, yeah, who knows? He might be available in your fantasy league. You should go snag him up if he is. Actually, I'm going to look in, well, I guess the downside you could say with picking him up in fantasy is that he is on the A's, and they can easily go turn south pretty quick. But right now they're not even the worst. I think the Marlins or the White Sox might technically be the worst right now. White Sox 6-22, and Miami is 6-24. They've won the same amount, but they've just lost 2 more for fun. So that's crazy. The Marlins were a playoff team, I think. Yeah, they were. Skip Schumacher. Fuck. Man. That's fucking brutal. But the White Sox did sweep Tampa Bay recently, so that is also worth noting. And they play the Cardinals this upcoming weekend, starting May 3rd, which is a certain person's birthday who's in 6th place in the Bullpen League and is wedged the fuck in there. And again, this episode is sponsored by episode 4 of the Bullpen League. Episode is titled Grab Some Bench. You can listen to the episode to find out why the title is that, but it has something to do with a dumb fantasy baseball decision. That's all I'll tell you. I'm no stranger to talking about that on this fucking show. Anyway, I'll be honest. I didn't have a ton planned for this one, outside of a few things I wanted to say about this fucking dog of a pitcher, who I've gotten to watch, a good handful of times. I've been watching the A's games on MLB.TV because I can't watch the Cardinals games because of blackout restrictions, and they, I like watching them. Who else is watching them? I'm not sure. Somebody. But I started watching them, and I was able to watch Mason Miller pitch, and I'm telling you, it is fucking worth it, and he is a fucking serious fucking closer. Serious dude. And that's why I wanted to make episode 50 about him. I was hoping to record this last weekend, but since then he's gotten to get a save just as impressive as the Yankees one that I watched, where he got 4 outs and struck out Judge. I think he was just throwing he struck him out with sliders, I think. Well, actually, I don't think he didn't strike Judge out on Thursday. He didn't strike him out, but he got him out by throwing sliders, I think. But he struck out Soto. So again, no hitter is safe from this fucking guy. Also, a follow-up on my reckless prediction from the Spencer Davis episode, which is a pretty damn good episode. That one and the one with Andrew, obviously the 2 episodes I've had with guests so far, pretty damn good. And coming up next, I know we're going to have Mitch Randall's, my buddy. He's going to be on within the next month, I think. And yeah, he's also in the Bullpen Fantasy League. I won't tell you which team name is his, but you can probably figure that out if you go listen. But yeah, again, Mason Miller's a fucking dog. Oh, I can't even fucking focus on shit. I was gonna say something completely fucking different. Um, I had a prediction from the Spencer Davis episode that the A's were gonna have 3 All-Stars. Mason Miller's got a chance to be one of them. Maybe they'll get a starting pitcher, but I don't know if the stats of those dudes are gonna hold up. They got some dudes who, don't look too bad, but it's probably a stretch. So right now, it's looking like that was a stupid-ass prediction because Zach Geloff got hurt, and I think he's got some kind of oblique issue, and that always takes way too fucking long. So that might be a problem. I really thought Zach Geloff was going to turn it on immediately because he was good last year in the bit that he played, but he got hurt. And before that, he wasn't hitting too good. But what if he comes back and just fucks everyone up? Who knows? That's what I hope. But yeah, that prediction is not looking good. So if you want to watch a very impressive pitcher turn on an Oakland A's game, and if it's a save situation, you should see Mason Miller throw 103 miles a fucking hour. It is quite the thing to watch, and I was happy to make this episode kind of talking about it. I want to go play with him on MLB The Show. That would be pretty fucking sick. I bet he's pretty damn good. So again, thank you for listening. If you're listening to this point, again, the Bullpen League episode 4. If you have an interest in fantasy baseball and my inaugural fantasy baseball league, it's 8 teams, and every 2 weeks you can expect an episode kind of recapping what's been going on and how the teams are doing and everything. And we get some info from the managers, and it's a good time. So again, 50 episodes. I guess you could call that a milestone. That's a pretty big deal. I'm technically over 50 episodes considering I've done 4 Bullpen League episodes. But yeah, 50 episodes of the official Bullpen League podcast. I know there's got to be. I know there is somebody who's been listening for the whole thing. So I know if that's any of you, that is absolutely fucking crazy, and thank you for a certain level of commitment that I would never expect of anybody, but I get surprised more often than I would have thought, So my goal is to just try to be honest, and I know I can always pump out 10 minutes worth of talking about baseball every week. And that is the genesis of this fucking show. And at minimum, I know I can do that, and I want to do it for quite a while. So if you're a part of it, it's really appreciated. So happy 50th to anyone listening as well. I'm gonna actually get to editing this shit now, and you can expect me coming out on Mondays. Jesus. You can expect me uploading on Mondays, and like this Monday, we'll have double episodes every once in a while, or every 2 weeks, I guess you could say. So yeah, I'm done babbling. Have yourself a great fucking week.